Welcome back to Superbly Said Advanced English Vocabulary and Phrases.
And today we're digging into the language from SpeakDuo Lesson 1184, which featured Sweeney and Amanda Seyfried talking about their new thriller.
Right, and if you want to actually use these phrases, a great way is to go to SpeakDuo.com. You can meet people from all over the world, practice on video calls, and really build your speaking confidence.
And this critique is definitely for advanced learners. We're not just giving definitions, we're getting into the nuance, the specific situations where these phrases make you sound more like a native speaker. Let's jump in.
Okay, first up, a classic from the film industry. It's in the can.
Right, so this means filming is done, it's ready for editing.
Exactly. The raw recording part is over.
So my question is, why not just say it's finished? I mean, isn't that simpler? What do we lose with that?
You lose all the context, the specificity. Finish could mean anything. I finished my lunch, I finished an email. But in the can points directly to the film industry. It's about a very specific, technical, and often difficult phase being complete. It carries a sense of, relief.
I see. So it's insider language. It tells your audience you know the process.
Yes. It signals you've moved from production to post-production. So in a work context, you could say to your boss, the final marketing video shoot went perfectly. We can confirm the campaign footage is officially in the can.
And they immediately know the editors can start.
Got it. Okay, next one. When a big project like that is done, the feeling can be, surreal.
Ah, a word I hear all the time. Dreamlike, strange, unbelievable.
But people often mix it up with bizarre.
Right. Bizarre just means weird. My neighbor's cat is bizarre. Is that the same thing?
Not at all. And I think that's the trap. Surreal shouldn't just be for something odd. It's meant to convey a sense of overwhelming unreality. It's a profound feeling.
So it's an internal, emotional response, not just an observation?
Yes, exactly. Winning the lottery feels surreal. Seeing the Northern Lights for the first time is surreal. It's a moment that feels almost too big or too strange for reality.
Okay, so for something like an IELTS question, you'd need to show that depth.
Right. If they ask about a proud achievement, you could say, graduating felt truly surreal. After 4 years of effort, walking across that stage was almost dreamlike.
That captures it perfectly. It connects the word to a really significant, almost unbelievable moment.
All right, from a feeling to an accomplishment. Let's talk about to come to fruition.
Which basically means a plan becomes a reality. It worked out.
It did. But again, why not just say the plan succeeded? What does to come to fruition add?
It sounds more formal, maybe a bit flowery.
It can, but that formality is the point. To succeed is for anything. You succeeded in getting a coffee. To come to fruition honors a long, complex process.
So it's about the journey, like a plant growing and finally bearing fruit, which is right there in the word.
Exactly. It implies time, effort, and development. You wouldn't say a quick meeting came to fruition. You'd say your 5-year business plan did.
So the suggestion is to save it for those big strategic discussions.
For sure. In a report, you could write, our long-term strategy won't be easy, but if we stay focused, the projected ROI should certainly come to fruition by Q4.
It sounds much more deliberate and substantial than just saying it will succeed.
Now for something much more informal and high energy. To crush it.
Meaning to do something extremely well, to dominate.
And the standard, more formal version would be to excel.
So what's lost in translation there? If I tell my employee they excelled, that's good, right?
It is good, but it's formal. It's performance review language. To crush it is motivational. It's energetic, competitive.
It's about the tone.
It's all about the tone. To excel is achieving the goal. To crush it is obliterating the goal. It suggests an overwhelming victory. You wouldn't use it in a board meeting, maybe, but you'd use it to fire up your sales team.
Right. So for a colleague who's a bit worried, you could say,
don't worry about the Q3 targets. I have a feeling the sales team is going to crush it this quarter. It's confident, informal, and really encouraging.
Okay, moving on to a very subtle one, belated.
Meaning late, but in a very specific context.
And this is where learners get stuck. Why say happy belated birthday instead of just happy late birthday? Late is a word everyone knows.
Because late is so blunt. It feels like a failure. My report is late. That's a problem.
Ah, so belated is the polite version.
It's the social diplomacy version. You only use it for things like greetings, congratulations, apologies. It softens the blow of being tardy and shows you still care. It acknowledges the timing is off, but keeps the focus on the good wishes.
So it's about register. You'd never tell a client your project submission is belated.
Exactly. That would sound unprofessional. But you would say to a colleague, please accept my belated congratulations on your promotion. I just heard the news.
It's much more graceful. I like that.
Next, let's look at the word organic, and not the food definition.
Right, the one that means something happened naturally without being forced or planned.
The word people often use instead is spontaneous.
And they seem similar, a spontaneous decision and organic development. What's the real difference?
I think it comes down to time. Spontaneous is sudden. It happens in a moment, without planning, an impulse.
Okay.
But organic implies growth over time. It develops naturally out of the circumstances. It's not a sudden spark. It's more like something evolving.
Like organic reach on social media. It's not a one-time viral hit. It's steady growth because people genuinely like the content.
Exactly. So, in a business context, you can highlight that a good idea wasn't forced. You could say, we didn't set out to create this new feature, but the concept arose organically from the feedback we received during customer interviews.
It makes the process sound more authentic and customer-driven.
Let's move to a phrase that's all about foundation, grounded in.
Meaning based on something solid, like research or reality.
Right. But everyone knows based on. Is grounded in just a stronger, more formal way of saying the same thing?
That's the key question. Does it actually add anything?
I think it adds weight, a lot of weight. Based on can be flimsy. A decision can be based on a rumor.
But you wouldn't say it's grounded in a rumor.
Never. Grounded in implies a deep, solid, rigorous foundation. It's used for scientific theories, legal arguments, data-driven strategies. It suggests stability and strength.
So you use it when you want to communicate that your reasoning is unshakable.
Precisely. For an IELTS argument or a business case, you could say, the decision to hire more staff wasn't arbitrary. It was grounded in overwhelming data showing a clear skills gap.
It shuts down any argument that the decision was based on a whim. It sounds definitive.
Next up, a great idiom for investigation, to peel away layers.
Which means to gradually uncover the deeper, hidden parts of something complex.
The simple substitute here is to disclose secrets.
But that feels very different. Disclosing a secret is like a single action. You just say it.
Exactly. It's a one-time reveal. Peeling away layers is a process. It implies effort, difficulty, and complexity. You're not just finding one hidden fact. You're working through multiple levels to get to the core truth.
Like an onion. Or an archaeologist carefully brushing away dirt.
That's the perfect metaphor. It's for understanding a complex personality, or a convoluted corporate mystery, or a historical event.
So in a work context, it would be useful for talking about an audit or an investigation.
Perfect. For example, during the audit, we had to peel away layers of old bureaucracy to understand the true source of the recurring budget errors.
It really paints a picture of a difficult, methodical investigation.
And for our last phrase, let's look at to add up.
Meaning to make sense, to seem logical or consistent.
People might think the alternative is just to be logical.
Right. His story is logical, but his story adds up feels different. It almost always seems to carry a hint of suspicion, doesn't it?
That's the heart of it. To be logical is a neutral, almost academic observation, but to add up is used when you are actively checking for consistency, when you're looking for holes in a story.
And it's so often used in the negative. Something here doesn't add up.
Overwhelmingly. That phrase is the trigger for doubt. The moment the numbers don't match or the alibi seems shaky, we say it doesn't add up.
Okay, so a professional example could be about reviewing some data.
Yeah, you could say to your team, the Q3 financial projections don't add up. We need to review the expenses because the cost per unit seems inconsistent with our historical data.
And that signals an immediate problem that needs investigation. It's an alarm bell.
All right, now that we've broken down all 9 of these, let's see how well they've stuck. It's time for the quiz.
Let's do it.
Okay, first question. This one is about to crush it. A sales team lead tells her staff, "I know you're going to crush it this month." What does she mean?
Is it option A, she expects the team to face extremely difficult challenges this month? Option B, she expects the team to succeed brilliantly and surpass their goals? Or option C, she expects the team to stop working on non-essential tasks immediately?
Feel free to pause the critique here if you need to think about the answer.
And the correct answer is option B.
Yes, when you're going to crush it, you're going to succeed brilliantly. It's all about that confident, overwhelming victory we talked about.
Okay, next up, let's test surreal. Which of these situations best describes an experience that is surreal?
Option A, an everyday routine task, such as ordering coffee at the local cafe. Option B, a planned meeting that was highly disappointing and predictable. Or option C, standing atop Mount Everest, feeling an almost unbelievable sense of awe and unreality.
Go ahead and pause if you need a moment.
The answer has to be option C.
Absolutely. A surreal experience is one that feels dreamlike and profound, way beyond just being odd or bizarre. Standing on top of the world definitely qualifies.
Question 3 is about our industry idiom. It's in the can. A director says all the footage is in the can. What does this specifically tell us?
Option A, the project is currently being edited and needs significant script changes. Option B, the raw filming phase is finished and the project is ready for post-production. Or option C, the movie has been entirely released to the public and is available for viewing.
Think about that specific moment of transition. Pause if you like.
The correct answer here is option B.
Right. In the can means that crucial filming stage is complete, and it's time to move on to editing.
All right, let's check on to come to fruition. After 5 years of hard work, a scientist project finally came to fruition. What happened?
Option A, the project failed entirely and was canceled. Option B, the initial planning stage has just begun. Or option C, the long-term goal was successfully realized and accomplished.
Take a second to think.
The answer is option C.
Exactly. To come to fruition marks the successful end of a long, often complex, journey toward a goal. It's the moment the seed of an idea finally becomes a reality.
And our last question is about to add up. A manager says the supplier invoices don't add up. What is the manager worried about?
Option A, the mathematical total of the witness statements is incorrect. Option B, the figures are inconsistent and fail to make logical sense together. Or option C, the manager believes the statements are too detailed and complex.
Feel free to pause one last time.
The correct answer is B. When something doesn't add up, it's about inconsistency. The pieces of the puzzle don't fit together logically, which triggers suspicion and a need for review.
And that's a wrap. We covered a lot today, from understanding why a project is in the can instead of just finished, to how a long-term plan can come to fruition.
And the key takeaway is always context. Knowing the nuanced difference between a decision that is based on something and one that is grounded in data is what elevates your English. Same with understanding how to peel away layers of a problem.
And remember, these phrases came from a SpeakDuo lesson. If you want to get comfortable using them, check out SpeakDuo Pro for unlimited sessions and AI feedback, or just book your next live practice session at SpeakDuo.com.
Keep pushing yourself to use more precise language. It really does make all the difference. Feel free to submit your work back in again for more feedback and a future critique.